Good day, my people. My name is Tape Code. Welcome back to this Python course. So, in our last episode, we talked about data types in Python, where we learned the various data types that we have in Python. In this episode, we'll be talking about operators in Python. Before we continue, if you are watching this video for the first time, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Python tutorials. And don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get into it. Operators in programming are used mostly in our program to perform different tasks. We have type of operators in program which are used for different purposes. We have arithmetic operators which are used for arithmetic computations or mathematical computations. First, we have the addition operator. This operator has two or more operands. So if you want to add two numbers or three numbers, you use the add operator. We have subtraction, which is used to subtract the right operand from the left operand, and this gives the difference between the two operands. You can try this and see. Let's run our code. You can see that the answer here is 3. Multiplication operator. The multiplication operator multiplies two or more operands together and returns the product of those numbers. This gives 24. Let's check. That is 24. We also have the division operator. This divides the left operand by the right operand, and the result it gives is a floating point number. So let's divide 5 by 2. We get 2.5. And we have modulus operator. The modulus operator in a way also performs division, but it returns the remainder when the left operand is divided by the right operand. Okay, so when we divide 5 by 2, we get 2.5. Let's perform 5 mod 2 and see what it will give us. It gives us 1. This means 2 can enter into 5 2 times, remainder 1. So we are interested in only the remainder. The next is the floor division. The floor divisions divide and return the integer value of the quotient. 5 divided by 2, it gives us 2.5. But for the integer division or the floor division, it will only give you 2 and truncate the 0.5 here. It does the digits after the decimal point. So let's try this and see. So as I said, you can see that it returns 2 as a quotient. If it is the division, it should have been 2.5, but it truncates the floating point part and gives only the whole number. Another operator you have to take note is the exponentiation operator. This performs exponential calculation. So if you want to find the square of a number or multiply a number by itself in a particular number of times, then you use the exponential operator. 5 to the power 3. So we can see that it gives a 125. Let's test it by 2, right, and it gives a 25. We have comparison operators. These operators returns true or false based on the condition that they check. So first we have equal, the equal to. So in programming we use double equal sign as equal to if we are comparing two numbers together. If we want to say 5 is equal to 5, this is how you compare it. So this one is used in the assignment where we assign a value to a variable. But for the double one, we use that one for comparison. Check whether two numbers are equal. So let's print this one and see what it will give us. So it gives us true because 8 is equal to 8. But let's change, it gives us 4 because 3 is not equal to 8. The next operator that we have is the not equal to. This operator checks if the value of the two operands are not equal. So this operator returns true if the two operands are not equal. We also have the greater than operator, which checks if the left operand is greater than the right operand. So let's run this code. This condition will either be true or false. So it returns true if 3 indeed is greater than 5, else it returns false. So this is supposed to give us false, and it's false because 3 is not greater than 5. Suppose we change it, the sign to 3 is less than 5, then we get a true output. We also have greater than or equal to operator, which checks if the left operand is greater than or equal to the right operand. We have less than or equal to. So this condition will be true. Let's print this condition and see. We have true because 3 is less than 5. So let me change this to 5. Let's run it and see it's true because the condition says greater than or equal to. So it satisfies the condition because 5 is equal to 5. We also have logical operators. These operators are used to merge two or more logical conditions together. Suppose you want to merge two conditions together. So you use the OR operator or the AND operator. For the OR operator, it checks if any of the two conditions are met, then it returns true. But the AND operator, it returns true only if both conditions are met. Let's see how we can implement this. So I've written a program that will check whether a person is qualified to vote or not. This is just a simple program that I've written to check whether a person is qualified to vote or not. So in this program, the person is only allowed to vote if the person is up to 18 years or more. Okay, so first we take the person's name, then the person's age. Based on the age, we will be able to know whether the person is qualified to vote or not. So I'll take the name of the person, then I'll tell the person if the condition is met. I'll tell the person that you are qualified to vote. I'm using the title because it's a person's name. The user may type it anyhow. However it is, you should capitalize the first letter of the name, then display it. But in our last episode, we learned that any input from the console we take from the console is interpreted as string. So when we want to use it to perform mathematical operations, we have to convert it to integer or a floating point number before we can use it to perform mathematical operation. That is why the interpreter underlines here. So let's convert this to integer. And run this program and let's see how it works. Enter your name, type code, age 13. Sorry, type code, please, you are not qualified to vote. Okay, let me run it again. Age 23, type code, you are qualified to vote. Because this condition is met, is greater than 18, the condition is met. We'll explain more about the if statements in the next episode. So if the person is 18 years or more, only this section of code will run. But if the person is not up to 18 years, then this message should be displayed to the user. Okay, so this our program. Any person who is 18 years can vote. Then we have to consider certain qualifications. So what is this? We can consider by checking the person's nationality. First, we take the person's name and the person's country's name. We want to use the AND operator. We want to make sure that the person must be from a particular country, and before the person will be able to vote, the person should be up to 18 years or more. Not any person that is up to 18 years can vote in a country. The person must be a citizen of that particular country before the person can be able to vote. The person must be up to 18 years old. Then the person must also be a citizen of that country before the person is qualified to vote. So let's add that condition there. So we can use that and country equal Ghana. So if the person is 18 years old or more, and also if the person is a citizen of Ghana, then the person is qualified to vote. So this way, if you're up to 18 years and you're not a citizen of Ghana, cannot vote. This condition makes sure that both statements are met before this code executes. So this line of code will only execute if the above statements are met. The person can type anything. Let me just convert everything to smaller case. So we use this function to convert the name of the country so that we can compare. So I'm comparing the input that I will take from the user through this variable with this country. So let's run our program and see. Enter your name. I'll enter my name, my country's name, my age, type code, you are qualified to vote. So let's test it again. Team, country. Sorry, team, please, you are not qualified to vote. Why? Because the person is more than 18 years old, but the person is not a citizen of Ghana. But if we use the OR operator, it means that if any of these conditions are met, then the person can vote. The next operators that we'll be talking about is the assignment operators. We have the equal to. We use the equal to operator to assign a value to a variable. When we create a variable called x, and we assign 9 to it. So this means we have stored this value here. Okay. We also have the add and assign operator. It adds the right operand to the left operand, and then the result is assigned back to the left operand. This is what I mean. Initially, the value here we stored in x is 9, but here we are adding 5 to it. This means take 5 and add to 9, then you store it back to the same variable. You can choose to create a different variable where we store the result to it, but in this case, we want to store it back to the same variable. That is the essence of the add and assign operator. So this is the short form of it. Let's print our final answer and see what we get. We take 9 here, which is stored in x, then we add 5 to it, and we are getting 14. So we also have subtract and assign. Also subtract the right operand from the left operand and assign the result to the left operand. It's the same thing here. We have multiply and assign operator, divide and assign operator, modulus and assign operator. We have floor division and assign operator. We also have exponent and assign operator. Okay guys, that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you are watching this video and you don't subscribe, please kindly subscribe for me, and don't forget to hit the like button. See you in the next episode.